YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. The blind after Julian Mass who told me this truth. So we got a story here, Sky News. Why was the destruction to buildings in Turkey so catastrophic? Hebrews 10 and 31, which is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. And Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? So we have here, so after all structural failures, the main reason for the catastrophic loss of life in this earthquake. So why has it been so bad in the area of known risk? Above all else, this was a severe earthquake, possibly even more severe than Turkey's knowledgeable and experienced seismic risk scientists had calculated in worst case scenarios. Evidence of this comes from the seismic sensor network in Turkey, which measures the amount of ground shaking during quakes. In this case, around the East Anatolian fault, which caused the disaster. Data is preliminary and could be revised, but some of the highest measurements from some of those sensors exceeded limits of shaking that are assumed in Turkey's earthquake building design codes. These typically require buildings to cope with a severity of ground shaking expected to occur once every 475 years and resist collapsing in a once every 2 to 475 year event. But some sensors recorded peak ground accelerations, a key measure of the earthquake's force, of well in excess of 7 m per second squared. Got a picture here of the 7.8 magnitude earthquake and where it's located. So these values, say experts, appear to exceed the shaking predicted to occur in these events, even in that rarest one, in the 475 year earthquake event. Even the very well designed, very well executed buildings would have suffered and would have been challenged. But this doesn't rule out the building stock we are seeing collapsed was free of defects and problems. It says evidence of that can be seen in cities like Gaziantep. 70k from the quake's epicenter suffered much less severe shaking. Many large buildings that failed catastrophically either collapsed into rubble or pancaking, with floors remaining intact but falling one on top of another.